Hello to you wherever you are in the world. Today we're going to need 2 blocks and a folded up blanket in the middle of the mat. If you're going to play along with the playlist, go ahead and hit play right meow. Okay, and then we'll start seated on the blanket. And from that seat, you'll lay down and try and get your sacrum to the edge of the blanket so it tilts your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Then you'll take 1 block up in between your thighs and then another one in between your hands and reach that straight up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and close your eyes if you feel comfortable and then take a deep breath in. And then purse your lips and exhale through the lips. As you do so, press your pubis, your belly, your ribs, your chest, your throat, and your skull into the ground. Take another big breath here. And then repeat that process of grounding up through your midline. And as you do so, reach the block in your hands up towards the ceiling so your shoulders and your back kind of round into the ground. Keep breathing slowly and mindfully. Make sure your shoulders aren't shrugged up towards your ears. Shrug them down towards your hips, even though you're reaching the block towards the ceiling. And then as you focus on your breath, the thing that keeps you connected to life, can you see if you can bring your emotional state to one of a glimmer? That's the opposite of a trigger. So as you breathe, as you ground through your belly, as you turn on your muscles and reach through the block, can you find something that brings you a little bit of hope? Very nice. And then from here, I want you to lift your feet up off the ground, separate the feet, and then really slowly on an exhale, send the whole structure of your legs just a little bit towards the right as you ground your left low belly. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, switch to the other side. Stay for an inhale here, ground the right low belly. One more time, side to side. Stay. And move. Stay. Come back to center, put your feet down, put the blocks down a little bit behind the blanket, and then sit up any way you feel comfortable. I'm gonna rock, you can roll over to the side and come on up. Take your hands to the blocks, point them outward. Take a big inhale and stretch your legs forward. Exhale, cross your right ankle over your left knee, bend the left knee, bring it towards your hips, and then cat-cow in this position like a figure 4. Big inhale, heart reaches over the calf. Big exhale, tuck your tail, hollow your gut away from your thighs. Your shoulders can go up. Big inhale, bring the shoulders down as you lift the heart. Exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale one more time, lift up. And then drop your legs over towards the left in this structure. Bring your right block with you and frame your right foot. Now give your right leg a hug with your left arm and then twist. Hips are turning towards your left, ribs are turning towards your right, and then take a slow head roll. Bring your right ear way back behind your right shoulder, chin to ceiling, left ear behind left shoulder, and then chin towards chest. Nice. Now turn towards your blocks, push into them, and then see if you can step on your right foot and send your left leg straight up towards the sky. Oops, there's a wall in my way. So you're in this little supported half moon. Now turn your left toes down towards the earth so your hips even out. And then take your right hip towards the back right corner of the room that you're in. Take a big breath into your right side waist. And then bend your right knee. Put your left shin down and then come back to where you started. Take the blocks back behind you. Left foot to the ground. Push into the blocks, push into your left foot, lift your hips. Right leg goes high. One circle with the ankle. And then the other way. Maybe hips go higher. Put your right foot down. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. And let's rinse and repeat. Big inhale, heart lifts. Big exhale, spine contracts into flexion. Hollow low belly. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, pubis and belly in. Lift your heart again. And then drop the whole structure of your legs over towards your right this time. Bring your left block along with you. Hug your left leg with your right arm. Twist, feel the torsion in your torso. And then drop your chin to your chest. Left ear behind left shoulder blade. Chin up towards the sky. Right ear behind right shoulder blade. Chin towards the chest again. And then find your blocks. Push into them so you can get up onto your shin and left foot. And then you can scoot the blocks forward as you lift your right leg, right big toe towards the ceiling. And then even out your hips by turning your right big toe towards the floor. And then think about your left hip going to the back left corner of the room and breathe into your left side waist. Nice. And then bend your left knee. Come on down. Reverse it. Bring your blocks with you. Right foot to the earth. Hips high, left leg high. Circle the ankle. And then the other way. Hips high. Nice. Butt down. Cross your legs. Come forward. Move the blocks towards the top of the mat. And then find a downward facing dog. Ripple forward to a plank with a rounded back like cat. And then bend your knees, arch your back, slide your butt bones up and back to dog. Do it again, mobilizing the spine. Flexion of the spine. Extension of the spine. One more time. Okay, from here, lift your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot outside your right pinky finger. Drop your left knee, and then bend your left knee like a hamstring curl. Drop your left foot over towards the right side of the mat, and then sit. If you need a block, you can always take it underneath your right butt bone. Left arm high, do a little wrist circle. And then left arm behind the back. Chest plate up high. Left ribs and obliques into the back. One more breath here, you could drop your right ear. Let it go. And then unwind. Bring your left foot to the back of the mat. Bring your blocks forward again. You could use them or not. You're going to straighten through your right leg and bend through your left knee. Now bounce your hips side to side. Getting under there. Come back to center, lunge forward, and then step your left foot outside your left hand. Find a yoga squat. One breath here. Yeah. Stand up. Big inhale. Squat back down. Exhale. Right leg steps back. Left leg follows to dog. And then round your back. Plank pose. Bend your knees. Arch your back. Go back to dog. And then right away, lift your left leg. Step your left foot outside your left pinky finger. Drop your right knee. Bend it. Drop the right foot towards the left. Use a block if you did on the other side or if you feel like you need it. And then a little wrist circle. Other way. Wrap your right arm behind your back. And then turn your chest plate towards the sky. But then find your right obliques and bottom right ribs and close them in as the heart turns up. One more breath, maybe you drop your left ear. Feels good to me. Release your right arm. Hands down, right foot to the back of the mat. Blocks forward or underneath your hands. Tuck your right toes. Left leg will straighten, right knee will bend. And then you'll bounce your booty side to side. Oh, hello, all the details of my left hamstring. All right, back to a lizard lunge, and then step up to a yoga squat. This time you're gonna lift your butt halfway up, and then just bounce for 10. And then stand up, reach your arms high. Parallel your feet and forward fold. Left leg steps back, and then downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Drop your knees towards the blanket. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands back behind your feet. And then maybe you lift your knees. Ooh, big stretch for the front side of the foot. Come forward. Move the blanket off towards the side and find a down dog. Lift your right leg. Turn your right toes up towards the sky. Left hip towards the right. And then step your right foot in between your hands. Find a warrior two with perpendicular feet. Find a long, low back and a short abdominal wall. Now straighten your right leg. Reach your right arm up and back. Get long. And then cartwheel your hands down all the way to the earth. Crawl towards the back of the mat. Just reverse your feet. So left toes point forward, right toes point to the right, and then find a side angle. Wrap your right arm behind your back, and then drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Have a breath here. Okay, release that. And then crawl back towards the top of the mat. Now you're going to find a proper lunge. So right toes point forward. You can scoot your left toes to the left. Bend your left knee a lot, and then roll up. Yeah, and then take your right palm open, left palm fist, bring them together, and then find a little bounce, dropping your left hip in towards your right thigh. Nice. Okay, and then twist over your right leg. Have a breath here. Look at your right big toe, and then step up to a twisted chair. Find a regular chair. And then stand up, take your hands to your low back. Make your low back long as you lift your heart wide, elbows towards one another. Fold over your legs as you exhale. Right leg back, left leg follows to down dog. And then let's take a proper vinyasa. Come forward to plank. Lower halfway, rubbing your ribs with your biceps. Upward facing dog, thighs high. And then down dog. Left leg goes high. Left toes turn to the ceiling. Right hip to the left side of the room. Exhale your left foot in between your hands. Find a warrior two. Again, find a long, low back and think pubis and ribs towards one another. Straighten your left leg. Reach your left arm back. Big inhale. And then cartwheel your hands forward, hands to the earth. And then just switch the orientation of your feet. Right hand down. Left arm up, wrap it behind the back, and drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Same feeling of a long, low back here. Release your arms, and then crawl towards the top. Find a proper lunge, bend your right knee, roll up. This time left, hands in a fist, right palms open, bounce. Right hip is dropping in towards left thigh. All right, and then twist over your left thigh. Have a breath. Okay, look at your left big toe. Step your right foot up. Find a twisted chair for a breath. And then regular chair. And then hands to your low back. Keep the low back long as you lift your heart and hug your elbows together. And then fold. Halfway lift. You could step back to plank. You could hop back through vinyasa. You could skip. Whatever feels right. Find that glimmer again. Find some gratitude. Right leg goes high. Turn the toes up. Left hip to the right. Step through. Warrior two. Reverse triangle. Cartwheel the hands down. Crawl to the back of the mat. Find a side angle. Maybe you get a full bind in for a breath. Maybe on your exhale, you straighten your left leg. Nice. Release your arms, bend your left knee. Find a proper lunge at the top of the mat. And then twist to your right. Step up to a twisted chair. Come up to your right tiptoes. Shift weight to your left foot. And then stand up. Grab your right knee with your left hand and twist. Have a breath here into the torsion of the torso. Hi, Mom. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Sink into a figure four chair. Have a big breath here. And then as you exhale, can you try and lift your right ankle off your left knee? Yeah. Okay, and then cross your thighs, stepping your right leg over your left, arms high. And then fold over your legs. Now find your blocks, put them on their second height. Separate your feet so the left block goes in between them. And then you're going to step your left foot to the back left corner of the mat. Drop your right knee towards the right, but don't let it hit the ground. Lift your heart, big inhale. Exhale, shift your hips back, squeeze your inner thighs. Do it again, big inhale. Bigger exhale. Last one. Squeeze the thighs together. And then just step your right leg back next to your left. Come forward to a plank. Maybe stay on blocks. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Move the blocks towards the top. One more side. Left leg up, left toes up. Warrior two. Peaceful triangle. Cartwheel your hands down. Crawl to the back of the mat. And then wrap yourself up if you so please. And if you don't please, then thanks. You don't have to. Straighten your right leg. Hard up. Long, low back. Let it go. Lunge at the top of the mat. Make sure there's space between your feet. Twist towards your left. Look at your left big toe. Step up to a twisted chair. Come to left tiptoes. Shift weight to right foot. Stand up. Grab the knee and then twist. Breathe into the center of your torso. Nice. And then find a figure four. Left ankle over the right knee. Sink into a seat. And then use a super strong exhale to lift your left ankle off of your right knee. All right. Cross your legs. Sweep your arms high. And then fold over your legs. Grab your blocks. Separate your feet. And then slide your right foot to the back right corner of the mat. Drop your left knee. Lift your heart. Squeeze your thighs as you pull up and back. Two more of those. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Slide your left foot back to a dog. Find your blanket. Fold it in half again. Put it on an angle from back left corner to top right corner. And then bring your right leg forward and find a pigeon pose with the blanket supporting your right hip and left thigh. Find 3 big breaths here. You could rest your forearms on the blocks or on the earth. Feel how the right hip wants to hike up towards the right ear. Can you send it the opposite way? And then find your right low belly, lift it up and back, and then feel how when you lift the belly up and towards the face, the sacrum can kind of sink under and you get a spaciousness back here. Last breath. Come up to your hands, and then you'll just simply switch sides. Turn your blanket the other way, and then come on into your pigeon pose. Your left glute and your right thigh. And then find your breath again. Left hip towards the back of the mat. Left low belly pulls into the guts and up to the face. And then maybe you get some spaciousness in the left side of the sacrum. Soft face, aware body. Last big breath here. Nice. Okay, and then from here, you can just roll onto your left hip. Swing your right leg forward. Remove the blanket. And then you'll slowly roll down onto your back. Step your feet as wide as the mat. Knock your knees in towards center. Left hand to your heart, right hand onto your belly. And then find the part of you that doesn't feel human, that feels divine, the benevolent self, the superego, if you will. If you could communicate directly with that part of you, would that part of you have a message for you? What does it have to say? take that message to heart. And then rest. Please rest as long as your schedule will allow. And if you need to go, go with God. Whatever that means to you. Thank you so much for spending some time with yourself, for listening to what I have to say. I appreciate you, and I want the best for you. Sending you big love.